Good afternoon, race fans and truckers. My name is Sam. Welcome to Motor Racing and Gravy. As you can see, we're already on the interstate. We are about 10 minutes from Worldwide Technology Raceway for the race we're going to run Saturday. We park the haulers tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. and then we'll have tech, practice, qualifying tomorrow, and then we come in and race Saturday at 12:30 p.m. local time. And guess what? There's rain in the forecast. I'm going to have much more to discuss tomorrow in the video that I'm filming tomorrow morning when we park the haulers. A lot of discussion topics I want to talk about. We'll talk about Stewart Haas Racing. We'll talk about Kyle Larson. We'll talk about Austin Hill and Cole Custer. We'll talk about some other small news stories that I feel like flew under the radar that I'd love to share with you guys. It has been a busy news week for NASCAR, so it's not hard to understand how some smaller stories have kind of flown under the radar. But for right now, I just want to gripe about the weather. I started off last week's video about this. I was worried then. If you watched the video of us parking the haulers last week in Charlotte, I said I was worried about what the weather would do on Sunday last weekend, and every single fear came to pass in almost a worst case scenario turn of events. Kyle Larson, that was what I was looking forward to. Whether or not I'm a Kyle Larson fan in the Cup Series, it doesn't matter which Cup driver it was. He was representing NASCAR in Indy, and I wanted to see him go out there and win it, and then come to the Coke 600 and do his thing there. He did run the full Indy 500 after it was delayed hours and hours by rain. Everybody, you all know what happened. If you're watching this channel, good chance you know what happened. Just what a letdown. And the worst part about it all is there's no one to blame. Even though there are some fans I've seen on social media who have taken the blame in NASCAR and anybody they can. There's no one to blame. And that's what I hate about it the most. It just stinks, and there's no one to be mad at. Like, that said, I do really wish, and I don't even know. I know that I'm asking a lot. I know that I'm probably asking for the impossible. But I just wish they could figure out a way to compete in some way, shape, or form in wet weather. I'm not saying we need to be going out and racing, on a big high banked oval in normal competition in a total deluge. I'm just saying I wish that we could come up with a way to compete when it's raining, or at least once the rain is immediately stopped. I know they have the wet weather package for the short tracks, that their intended purpose is that they can get out and get on the racetrack and run after the rain is stopped, as a kind of a way to get the race going sooner and also drive the track faster. I wish we could come up with a way to make that happen. I wish we could find a way to make that happen in every track, whether that's in the form of some sort of engineering marvel, tires. At one time, Speedway Motorsports Incorporated had looked into somehow or another putting like a covered top over Bristol. Not a full-on roof, obviously. You couldn't have race going on inside of a building. However, they were looking at putting some sort of covered top over the track. They weren't able to engineer a covering that would withstand the water and snow that may fall. It wouldn't hold its own weight up with the hurdle was there. Anyhow, that's been several years ago. Maybe some new engineering. I'm not an engineer. Maybe some new things have become available that we didn't have then. I don't know. I wish we could revisit that. All right, enough about the weather. I've griped enough about the weather. I feel like I'm rambling now. One note. This is, of all the tracks on the Truck Series schedule, this is the last of the firsts for me. in 2022, at this point in the season, I was still a backup driver. I wasn't a full-time driver yet. And they didn't use backup drivers. The team I was driving backup for did not use backup drivers for this race. Last year, I was working full-time at Young's Motorsports, but because Kyle Young decided we were going to run an ARC race in Portland and did Sonoma, as well as the truck events, he needed a truck driver to go to Portland. So I did that instead of going to Worldwide Technology Raceway. So 2 years in a row, I've missed out on this track. So everybody's been here a couple years now, and this is the first for me. So I am excited about that. It's amazing how fast you get comfortable in certain situations, because I find myself feeling a little apprehensive about the fact that I've never been to this place. I don't know the lay of the land. I don't know where anything's at. So we're approaching beautiful downtown St. Louis. St. Louis is one of the prettiest big cities I know of. This nice gentleman here is not going to let me over at all. There you are. Thank you. There she is. There's Worldwide Technology Raceway. See, all the haulers are staged up out there. Truck stop directly across the road. That's convenient. That is a big truck stop. Holy cow. First impressions, it looks from the outside like a really nice facility. From what I could tell on TV, it was. I always liked watching the races here back in the day when I was, growing up watching racing. The Xfinity Series raced here, and the Truck Series raced here in the past. I always liked it. So I'm glad that NASCAR is back here in a bigger way than they were before. Since I've never been here, the only question I have is when I turn in, do I go to the left and cut straight into the lot, or do I go around the track? Hopefully someone will be here to let me know. Straight back.
Hello, you know where you're going?
Straight back.
Yep.
Thank you much. I'm guessing tomorrow that's where we'll enter the racetrack, because our garage, I think, is going to be on the over here close to turn 2. The track looks a little bigger in person than I thought it would. The Peterbilt hood squeak is back. I hadn't heard that in a while. Yeah, this is a really nice facility. I like it. Hopefully it likes us. All right, we are here. I'm going to do some sightseeing. Thanks for watching, guys.